Uh, Morning, everybody. Welcome to CR&E Morning Brew. April 17th. Like that. Let's see. Who we got? Philly Express got in here. Oh, excuse me. Nice. First thing this morning. I got upset. We got Trade Freak from Jason. I heard a tuna flavored cookie to go with. In the 30, very early dark morning. It's regardless in the morning. Like this, and it's really good. Like this. Just lots of variables. Didn't work. There you go. Never had, I mean, never had lots. And what is it? It's fish, salmon, something like that. On the bay, cream cheese. It's pretty clever. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Like, sort of like this. Yeah, it's yeah, I get too much like it. I notice. I'm in the morning. Look at that. Got Happy Freedom Day with text. So text is in, I don't know if it's done for you, done for you, but everything had to be turned in anyways. I don't know if it's I don't know what's going on. With taxes and that, or how that all works. But it's tax day is going away, which we have extensions on people, put the file and all that. I guess. But, he's not here now. Go later. Good morning. How's those silos coming up? Yeah, a lot of cleanup work to do, but they're really nice. They're gonna look nice. I do know that. I was trying to get my track cleaning car to cooperate with me. It actually wasn't a car, it was a crappy Genesis. I actually really like the Genesis. Really do prefer it. I never remember. But they're so light. Like, the track cleaning car, lazy push it. I like to get to work a little bit. Push it. Oh, there's going to come a morning. Yeah, anytime you play a singer, it's that's how I push it over. Everything else, I could actually run it on one lane of motors. It's not big. And it was supposed to break through, but I usually have two little motors on those. Um, the other Genesis are just kind of like, at least those, they were like, they're older. My barn is like new old stock, I guess. They're like way back. Those are the two I had to set back in. I had trouble with. Still having trouble with the one. I don't know if I wrote down. I have no idea why it's shorting out. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to replace everything in it. I don't know if it's the motor that's causing things to short out. Everything's wired right away. Turn it all down again. Something. Get tired of this. This is another deal with the unit. So we're going over there. It's the cabinet. The cabinet. Shelf clean right now. morning cup of Joe. That's the best cup in the morning, the very first cup. Morning, David. It's time. It's time. And put some coffee back to our one cup more. You baby's decaf, Lynn? For hours. For hours. Better catch up, son. I'm just double fisting over here, man. And I got my back up. There you go. Just get an oversized cup. One of those big old ones from Flying J or whatever. You don't have big friggin' like a half a gallon cups. So, hey, the railroad, that's how do you think? So, you log in here, I get you a wrench. And, I just got a message from Jason. Barely here. Got any better? Sketch. Well, that's the only downside about it. I put the mic up here because I'm listening to myself back. I feel like I'm getting a lot of like too much blast. You know? Trying to figure out where to put it, where I'll get good sound. And I'm trying not to talk really loud either, so maybe that's part of it. Plus, I said I had another sinus infection that broke center roads. And that better, Jason? I got it like a text. And down there, much better. All right. But it's just been sounding really, I don't know. I can't explain it to be honest. I'm just not happy with the sound. And maybe it's just a cheap one it is. So Chris yeah, if it's better. Yeah, string out or something saying we do studios. What's the goal? But all right. Is that any better? Forgot I moved the camera before, and when I do that, it shuts everything down. So I have to unplug the USB, plug it all back in, and I forgot to go back in and put it back on the microphone. So one of you guys that have been texting me, let me know if that's better. All right, cool. Thanks. Looking for some. Oh well. Oh well. Hello, Lee. What is that? Like 10 minutes behind. Jeez. Dwayne's working spoon. Good morning. Well, sounds like I got it fixed. I didn't have it on the right mic. My bad there. That's what I was looking for, the railroad expert. Where'd you go? I'm scrolling through a bunch of you guys just saying hello. Looks to David about his wife. He's not paying attention. I got you. Now let's get past all that. Yeah, well, you are the railroad expert. Check out that channel if you haven't. Morning, Anthony. And morning, Delta 9. Six of the ones that you just got? Or they said counting the ones that you originally built for him? I got to talk to you about the price on those things because I was interested in them, but I don't know if I can afford them right now. I had to buy 6 turnouts for my yard. So it's going to put a little damper on those silos, unfortunately. But Jeff's Train World, good morning. You hush. You hush, you. Dave Carolina Foothills, good morning. Hey, there's Bernard. Any audio issues, I guess? No, I was having audio issues, obviously. Okay, that's cool. We'll have to watch that. I can't wait to get back to doing scenery. I'm so tired of laying tracks and stuff. But you know. Jeff is in Geneva, Illinois. Geneva subdivision. B&B, how are you? I give you a wrench. There was somebody else on here. Who was it? Jeff has one. Sorry, guys. I was sick, then I got better, and my wife got sick. My daughter was sick. Now I'm getting it back. So, in an ass. If I go by you now and say hi, I apologize. I'm trying to get caught up here a little bit. It's cheaper than what I bought on Monday. I'm afraid to ask what you bought on Monday. That is pretty cool. I did not watch your live stream as of yet, but I did see a video that Steve put up of you guys' visit with Robert, the train Flying Crow. One of these years, I'm going to get down there. 6 turnouts coming. Actually, I got them from Yankee Dabbler. They were $22.50 a piece, and then I used Engineer Hall, all capitals, for a 5% discount because mine isn't working anymore. I don't know. He says it's still active. I can never get it to work. Anybody else has been trying it says that they can't get it to work. So it ended up being It's like $135 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere in that range. Yeah, the 5% discount cost covered my shipping, which wasn't bad either. That was, I think, I had to look up my thing. It was like six something for shipping. So that's what I mean. Like some of these companies, they get stupid with that shipping. I know it is what it is. Yeah, no shit, man. Yeah, like I said, Yankee Dabbler always has pretty good prices on their track. These are Pico. Of course, I use code 100, so 83 might be a little more. I don't know. These are they'd be number sixes if you're looking at Atlas. And the medium sized turnouts are about, I think, 9 inches long or somewhere in that 9.5. But with the changes that Jason and I worked on with well, Jason mostly, but with the yard up top, CSX, I had to pick up some more left-handers. I got a bunch of right-handers. Eventually, when I finish the track work, I might have some track. Some to give away. Some I'll probably sell. Some of the really brand new stuff, turnouts. But not a lot of you guys use code 100, so yeah, it was a good deal. Let's see, I have a new septic tank and distribution box installed since the tree went through it from the storms. Oh wow. Yeah, well, that sucks. Does any like home insurance, would that cover any of that? Probably not, huh? Because of the tree. Hey Tony. Yeah, happy pretty good Friday. Yeah, that's it. It was Good Friday this week. $22 to ship the silos of Jack Jack. Oh shit. Shipping kills you on stuff, man. Hey Cowboy Steve, sorry if I didn't say hi before. I needed some help. Just purchased a Broadway Limited Big Boy steam locomotive. I can't get it to perform the way I need it to. They give me some CV settings to use. I cannot. I don't run Broadway Limited. I don't run Steam. Jason the Train Freak is maybe he might have some ideas. He's pretty good with decoders and so he's a certified installer for soundtracks. I know it's a different company and everything, but he might have some ideas. Oh yeah, I saw Weathers had some deals on some stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's true, but I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, the cheaper way is going to be trying to figure out what's going on. I would contact BLI and ask them, to be honest with you. Is it a new unit, like brand new, or you buy it like secondhand or something? Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Oh, you got it from Yankee Dabbler. Okay. Well, yeah, they did have a sale too. I saw that. Was it the Lifelike or not Lifelike? Train line sale. They had like a train line sale. There was actually some pretty cool stuff. You know, even some of them buildings are pretty cool. You could tell some of them were like some of the old Lifelike kits and that, which is fine. There's a guy. I don't know if I remember his name now. I've been watching him. He takes these old. Well, Rayner does that too. ACHB, whatever he is, the Elgamora or whatever, Central Rayner. He does that a lot too. He buys like these cheaper, older kits from train shows and then does a bunch of work to them, make them look pretty real and really good. He just did one on a couple of buildings. Just put one out the other day. Can't wait till week. Yeah, but that's good, Jason. And at least they covered some of it. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Doing a reset on it. TBLI used to be funny. I don't know how they are now, but they're older. Like Paragon, like I had a 2 and a 3. The two, they weren't as bad, but you needed a magnet. Like I had an original, what was the two? They had the QSI sound in it. And you had to run like a magnet over top of it to like reset it. And it was a real pain in the ass, to be honest with you. So if it's a newer one, it might be different. I'm not sure how to. It's kind of why I got away from BLI. I wasn't really a big fan of just them in general, I guess. Yeah, the dogs. Yeah, I agree. I always said that if I was going to buy one, I would like buy it like DCC ready. But I don't even know if you could just do like a 21 pin and drop it in, or if you'd have to change out the whole board and rewire everything and all that stuff. Cornerstone, okay. That's a good deal on Cornerstone. Which kit was it? You said it was a station? Oh, I wish it was going to be like that here. Must be decent, though. It's supposed to be 60 today. Now, I'm up on the lake. Not on the lake, but I'm about 10 minutes from the lake. And you're closer to the river. So there's a few hundred miles between us. A couple hundred anyways. North and south. So, man, Shed, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, Joe, he does. This is something the old guy. Here, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I should have one in my history somewhere. He was just painting the backdrop, clouds on the backdrop. I watched yesterday, last night, or something. All right, where you at? Old guy having fun with trains. He does a lot of these old kits too. And in fact, when I was at the train show, it was right around St. Patrick's Day. I saw like an old Atlas freight station, or passenger station, one of the two. And this guy actually like did some work to one. He did a little bit of kit bashing, but mostly it was just the way you paint them up and stuff like that. Thought about buying it. It was like $10. Like I have nowhere to put it. Chris Tennessee River a long time ago gave me one of the modern Atlas Amtrak. Jeez, Dave. Stations. I still have not decided where I can even fit it in. Trying to get the forward and reverse momentum to run prototype. Hey, Wesley, good morning. Yeah, it sounds like you did. Yeah. Because I know, like, even if you buy like a Scout Trans because it has that ESU board in it, you still got to replace the whole board because even if you buy DCC ready, like Jason has said, some of the lighting functions and that don't work properly. I guess if you don't care about that, then you can just do it. But in reality, you have to replace it with the whole board, whether it be a decoder buddy or if you just buy the actual board from Soundtracks or whoever you're going to use. That thing went right through the ground into the septic tank, huh? That sucks. Realize Stealth Motors DCC ready 21 pin. Okay. That's right. I forgot that they came out with that. A couple companies have come out with that. I think Athearn has done that as well, where the speaker's actually in it. And you just have to hook it. I don't know if you even have to hook it up. I guess you would have to hook it up. Mission style freight depot. Okay, that's a cool house. Or depot. I saw my truck windshield this morning. Or, hey, Grandpa House. Cold front moving in. High today, 53, overcast and windy. Sounds like you're living in Cleveland. Get him, Grandpa House. Damn it. You will be appreciated, right? Yeah, I don't know a lot about Steam or BLI for that matter to be of any help. I don't want to steer you the wrong way and make it worse. I know there's got to be some CVs and that to play with. You're talking about like trying to get the chug and the rods to move like simultaneously so they're in sync. I said there's got to be some way to do that. However, I don't know how. I'm lucky I get these things to run, these diesels. Momentum is CVs 3 and 4, correct. I do know that. Well, next to your new yard, you're building, now be good. Next to the new yard. Oh, for the Amtrak station? We'll have to see. Maybe. Dwight, look at you, man. Member for 18 months, man. Thank you, sir. I'm almost caught up. A couple minutes. I bet you there's a Broadway Limited like Facebook group or something like that, or forum you can go on, or call BLI. You trained for member for 18 months as well. That was your tuna flavored cookies. Nice. Bernard's having a stroke over there. Everything budded now, back to winter. Sucks how the odds froze snow tomorrow. Okay, we'll go with it. So when you mean back to winter, all the buds are froze, supposed to snow tomorrow. We get that here sometimes too, where everything's looking good. All the buds are budding and tulips and things are starting to pop up. We get those little snow bells that come up kind of early, like early March. Then it freezes and snows and they all die. Ship the cookies to Train Freak, huh? Yeah. Let's see how you are. It's not worthy, but just do it anyways. I know it's not worthy. My soundtracks decoders, I use CB3 at 40 and CB4 at 75. Yeah, 75 is. I had them at 75. I had to bring them down, man, because trying to switch with the momentum at 75 is fun. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. It does give it some good realism, but makes it pretty difficult, which is fun in itself. But well, let's see if any of these cameras are going to work for me today. Let's look at the town. We got one should be coming through. A couple of them will be coming through here in a minute. So we have the empty carton. CB3 is forward, CB4 is reverse, factory default. There we go. I'll go back to that. There is my excursion train, Baltimore, Ohio. Not too bad. A couple of years Lackawannas. I got those from Anthony's house, Georgia Sun, about a few years ago. When I was down there, he was helping to sell off a friend, friend's layout. I guess I don't know if he had passed away or just had to tear it all down and sell it off. The wife was selling it, I guess. I think he had passed away. There's the intermodal. I showed that the other day too. Got a few more containers weathered, but lost my membership for almost everyone. Spoke with Heath about it last night, so now having to reinstate and join. Membership for what? Must have missed something there. I'm kind of working from the back of this train forward, so I still got it. There you go. Start right there with the weathered containers. There's like 24 or 5 on this train, 24, I think. And I got another 24 to weather for this train. And I still got 2 more intermodal trains that are just as long. They need some work. All right. CB3 is forward, CB4 is reverse. Factory default is a value of 5. Put in a higher number value and try it. Higher the number, the more the momentum will take longer to get to speed. Paragon 4, okay. So it's basically the new, that thing came back around quick. It's basically, I think Paragon 4 is their newest version, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, Steve. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. There's Chazco. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Change momentum from 0 to 255. I'm only certified in soundtracks decoders. If BLI follows NMRA standards, that can be somewhat helpful, but not as much as BLI will be. Their decoders are proprietary to their locomotives. Yeah. I mean, some stuff, like you said, is standard, I think, or should be standard, but again, not always. A very bad time with BLI service. I'll never buy another unit from them. Yeah, like I said, I have that AC 6000. I still have to send it back and have it. I was going to have a new, it's got smoke in it. That's the only reason I kept it. It's a Paragon 2. I was going to upgrade it when I had it in the first time, but I wanted to keep the smoke unit. So they put a new Paragon 2 board in it. And then I tore the layout down and I got it back. It was running. I tore the layout down and had it packed up for, I don't know, a year or whatever before I got things up and running again. And then it was acting up again. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's why they did it, but I know they offer that now, which is kind of nice. In Batavia. Where's Batavia? Is that New York? Yeah. Again, you might have to either call them or you can. They're racing. Look at that. I think if you're on Facebook, I think there's a BLI Facebook page. However, you know how Facebook can be. Everybody's an expert at nothing. And if you don't like what somebody says, you just tell them how stupid they are, instead of trying to be helpful. So, be on live later. Got to make a coffee run. All right. Well, thanks for popping in. We'll catch you later on. Adrian Gadsden, how are you doing? Yeah, I have a lot of work to do here still. I got to do some weathering on the roads and details. I got to put some people in. I got to get those lights up there wired up. I'm eventually going to put some greenery in there. You know, right now it's all concrete. So, you did your background paint. Let's hear it. In this scene, that was me. That's just, I don't know, some kind of blue and then just white clouds. I tried to do with like a sea sponge. Eventually, I'd like to actually put a real backdrop. In the back there with the buildings against the wall, that is it was like a poster print I got off of eBay. Damn it, there's a video on this whole town scene, and there's a link in there for that guy, and that's on like that foam core board. I just did that spray glue and glued it on there and stuck it to the backdrop. It's pretty. This scene is pretty deep. You really can't reach back into this corner very well. I have to go onto the side there. Where you see those louvered doors? I have to reach in from the side to get a lot of that. So it's a little hard to get into that scene. So I didn't really care to do anything too fancy in the back because you're not going to really see it much. Hey, Canadian Locomotive Logistics. Good morning. Yeah, but those buildings are not, I didn't paint them. Those are photos of buildings that came in along. Like these were all one stretch of buildings that I cut out as one whole thing. First I glued it on and then I cut it out. So came out pretty good. Like I said, there's a whole video. Stupid camera looks like it froze up. There's a video on it. So, you know, I made some pretty good improvements on my graphics. User interface, got some new options. Whereas you go out and try it. You might train a good run for its money. Oh, okay. That'll be fun. See, this can be found around page 25, B&B Railroad. Let me see if any of these other cameras are working. There's the intermodal. Thanks, Steve. I got a little heavy-handed on some of it. I tend to do that. I get some time today. I'm going to try to hook up with Tennessee River, Chris. He's pretty good at weathering. He said he'd give me some pointers. Like right now, I got a bunch of white containers and for the container train. They're like more of a white or a gray. And I'm trying to figure out how to weather that without it looking like just junk. Oh, yeah, there you go. I didn't even see that comment before I started on that. 9:35. Look, don't pressure me, man. Yeah, I like the street running too, man. That was a must-have when I decided to redo this. It's unfortunate to be alive. I got about 60, so there's no issues. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, they do. Not anymore. When I took Amtrak up to the show at Amherst, man, we had to wait a lot on those trains, especially the intermodal trains. They had priority. They stuck us off in I don't know how many damn sidings. At least I think it was because of the intermodals. Seemed that way. When we were running CSX track, I don't know that Amtrak actually owns any track. I think they just have usage rights on all these other rails. I don't know if they have their own lines or not. I don't think they do. Could be wrong. I don't know that much about it. I mean, believe it or not, guys, I like model trains. I like trains, but I don't know a shit ton about them. I don't really know a lot about how they operate and all that stuff and timetables. And, you know, I love when guys post this. Oh, this number 3392 is running on the head of CSX M465 or whatever the hell the train number is. Like, I don't know how you guys know that stuff. I have no idea. It looks like a Jevo. Oh, so the ES is an ET. I could kind of tell like your EMD models. Like I wish Scale Trains. I really wish they would come out with some like Max. You know, the EMD Max. I think that would be kind of cool. I think Athearn had some, or they did. I don't know. Hey Heath, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Bud Files, good morning. There's Mike. Good morning, Mike. Anthony considers with the BLI models. Yeah, I've heard good things about their steam locomotives. Like they're fine to buy, but I don't know. The luck I've had with the diesel models, I'm kind of leery. Because again, I don't really run steam. I wouldn't mind finding like a nice. I don't really want a big boy. Really, and my mother got big boys. I don't run Union Pacific. I mean, I don't know. If I came across one, maybe I would consider it, but I'd much rather have, being I run CSX, they have one of their fallen flags, something from CNO or BNO. You know, they ran some pretty big steam power. I really like the nickel plate, like the 765, those Berkshires that they run. Those I like. Because they're big enough, but they're not like massive. Like those Berkshires are not massive, but they look good. They would look good pulling an excursion train. At Niagara, I have that Jason did the decoder and everything for me. I can't keep the tender on the track. It's got that massive tender. It's got like, I don't know how many wheels on that thing. And it's like just a big line of wheels. And it jumps, constantly jumps. I tried to add a little weight to it. Maybe I need to add a little more. I don't know. Hey, Andy, how you doing? I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you before. 3 or 4 BLIs, no problems with any. Good. I guess it's just like anything. Luck of the draw. Like you know me, I love Scale Trains, and I've been having issues with them. So, because it just depends. The camera still froze. Yeah, in the ass. I've got to get better cameras. There it is. My ugly mug. That one's still out. That one ain't even working at all. Well, that's all right. So back in January, I sent back 2 Norfolk Southern locomotives. They're both Tier 4 Gevos. Wouldn't respond. Couldn't get them to move. Sent them back. Got them back in a couple weeks ago. No rear lights on either one of them. There you go, Jason. I actually don't even know if I want to go that big. How is our River Rossi now? Are they DCC friendly and everything? That thing's huge, man. 2666 Allegheny. Just speaking of, it's a beautiful locomotive. Oh no, I want to go with something that big. ECC sound decoder, 550. I mean, honestly, it's not bad at all for a steam locomotive. I don't know if it'll focus or not. That's some train world. That's almost too big. Like for an excursion train, you know what I mean? But thanks. I'll look around on their site. That's somebody I've never really ordered from is Train World. So not because I don't like them. I don't know. They're never were my first go to, and I heard good things about them. So I don't know why I haven't used them. What are you dreaming about JD again? I don't know. Let me Sky. How's it going? Cinema, build layout and recording it. Okay. Yeah. But now I'm sure I'm more than 6 minutes now. A minute of your imagination. Hey, Floyd. Morning. I was watching Fred E the other day, and when the seller gets for these days, I thought, well, I don't know that I took the Lakeshore Limited, and we didn't get any priority. I'll tell you what, we sat several times waiting on intermodals and other shit to pass. So not long. I mean, it was, but still. Amtrak only owns the Northeast Corridor. You know, I'm having trouble with with everything. Apparently my audio, everything else. But as far as trains go, so for my Amtrak, I got a lot of, I had like 7 cars. They're all Walthers, mainline. So they're not overly detailed, obviously, but they look good. Can't keep them on the tracks. I don't know if they're just too light. My track work ain't that bad. You see my trains running around. I mean, but, you know, and they're just 4 axles. I mean, yeah, each truck has 4 axles on it. They're not like something crazy. All metal wheels. So I don't know what the deal is with them, if I got to put more weight in them or just buy better cars, but I don't want to spend $70, $80, $100 for a freaking passenger car. I think I got these at the time I got them. I think they were more in between 25 and 35, somewhere like that. Now, they weren't lighted or anything. They did have interiors, but there was no lighting or anything. I did buy some of the lighting kits, and I wonder if that's what happened. They had the truck mounted couplers on them, and I took those off and bought the kits for the body mounted couplers. I feel like ever since I did that and added the lights, that's when I started having issues with them. So I wonder if I got something like with the wiring, because you have to wire to the truck. So I wonder if I got something where the trucks are just, I don't know. I just got to take the time to look at them. The track owns the Northeast Corridor, which is why that traffic is really well operated and on time. Everywhere else is owned by others. Amtrak passed away. Yeah. I've heard some horror stories about that. Now, when I took it the one time, we were on time for the most part. I don't feel like we were running too far behind. I think we left on time. I've heard just really bad stories of people really sitting and being behind a couple hours, you know. We wrote, if you need to send me an email, I will try to help you. It's in my About page. Yeah, because you're pretty good with that stuff. I know you helped out Ray with his steam locomotive, I believe, in that running. I always see UP locals on CSX trains on the Willard side, at least the stretch I live on. Yeah. Yeah, well, they run a lot of coal, I think. You get a lot of coal trains on that, as well as intermodal. Well, the Willard sub, which is what I'm modeling, is right outside of North Baltimore, where that big intermodal yard is. Need an Allegheny. I think it's too big. We have two bill consolidations. Beautiful heavy pullers, both lost their minds. One BLS. What does that mean? I have one BLS steam and it works great. T42, not so much. The only two I have from BLI. I've heard exactly, Floyd, and I can't keep it on the track. I can't even run it. It's annoying as hell. It's beautiful. Sounds great. I did a video on it. And to make that video, I can't tell you how many times I had to stop that video and restart it because it kept jumping switches, and not even just switches. It just does not like my layout. And it's kind of one reason I've shied away from Steam in reality is that it can be real fickle, real pain in the neck. So I don't know what to do. If there's something to do with that tender that I can, maybe, I don't know if it's the weight of it or if it's just because there's so many axles on it that it's hard to keep it on the track. I mean, it's a nice looking locomotive for sure. Jason did a great job with the installation of the decoder and everything. I don't think it has anything to do with like any of that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, got to hold it so you can actually see it. I don't think it has to do with the, with the hookups. I mean, she's nice. Like I said, there's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 wheels on that thing, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 14. And it feels heavy. Like it should stay, but this is spring loaded in the front. So I have no idea. I finally got the wings put on the front too. It's beautiful. I love it, man, as far as the looks of it. But again, I don't love it as far as keeping it on the rail. And there's plenty of slack between the tender and the locomotive, like on the wiring. I don't think that's hanging up or anything like that. Anyway, sorry, I know that was kind of out there. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I gotta invest in better cameras, or just I don't know if it's that or if it's my USB, like where you can plug more USB ports in. If it's that or the laptop, I don't know. Again, we look amazing pulling that passenger train. Yeah, I'd have to buy more passenger cars. Those are nice. Those are actually older. Some of them I had, some of them I actually found on eBay and got a pretty good price on it. The one lady was selling, and they were like new in the box. Bachman Spectrum, because they're like the old heavyweights, which I really like the look of those. The New York Central, I have that train too, which is what I wanted to run this locomotive with. Which actually, I don't know if they would have ran that because I have all those streamlined New York Central cars. So I'm not sure if those would have ran with the steam locomotive or not, or if I would need to get like a couple F7s or E8s or whatever the hell they call them for that. Fritz Big Boys, 3 cab Fords, River Rossi, BLI, MTH, and numerous other steamers, big and small, and no issues, huh? So the River Bridge scene, my favorite. Yeah, I haven't showed that in a while. Well, let me see if I can turn this camera. Everything will probably go dead. It's over there. That'd be about as best as I can get without moving a bunch of shit around. Run it slow by itself and see what it does. If a wheel is out of gauge, it will derail without a load at any speed. Yeah, I've tried that. And I've checked the gauge on all these wheels. I check them again, but yours here doesn't feel way over 20. There you go. There you go, Steve. You got one running over the bridge. That's my other intermodal. This one is intermixed with some trailer train stuff. No, Jason did an awesome job on this locomotive. Put new LEDs in it. The only thing we couldn't keep was the what do you call it? Steam. But the wheel set is out of gauge. I'll check them again, but as far as I know, they're not. Kind of is a lot, kind of bouncy. Like the front of this thing has that spring, but it's just what is this? I don't know, man. I don't think my track work was that bad. Talking about being married. Yeah, it'd be 30 for me in October. Let's see. I did that one. I'm getting way behind again. I can expect them are nice. Well, the newer stuff within the last 10 years. No, these are older. These passenger cars. Like I said, there's nothing real overly fancy about them. But let's put that camera back. I guess that's okay. See, all work needs my full attention now. Well, thanks for coming in, Anthony. I'm going to get out of here, to be honest with you guys. Need some wheels without flanges. I was wondering that. I actually was going to try to take a couple of the wheels out of the middle and run it without them just to see if that helps. And if that's the case, I don't know how to do that. I guess, can these be filed down or just put some plastic in there, plastic wheels, and file the flanges off for plastic wheels? Climbing the rails will ease the wheels in a bit. I feel like they do. Look side to side. There's quite a bit of play in them side to side. We got the wheel gauge. Real world problems. These front two on the spring axle are not as side to side like the other one, but they still do. I'll check them all since I got them out here. Yeah, they all engaged. Yeah, it's a nice locomotive. Like I said, it wasn't new. I got it like for $50. And I want to say Smoke Shop Hobbies or something. It was in Columbus. And like I said, it isn't perfect. But I figured for that price, and then it was roughly 100, say about 100 and a half, roughly, give or take, for the decoder. And I don't remember what Jason charged me to put it in. It wasn't too bad, though. I mean, 10% off, crooked savings for decoder installs and track planning. Looks like disappeared just after menopause. Don't have a clue who this woman is. My minimum radius is like 28. Most of my radius is 28. I get on the peninsula, it's a little wider, probably more like 32 or so. Well, yeah, it's shouldn't be an issue. I really don't think that would be an issue with the radius. It should be able to run anything. But like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with steam locomotives and that, so it could be, it's possible. Sucks. And I got frustrated with it, so I put it on the shelf and I said, I'll get back to it. And that's what happens. I do a lot of that, and never get back to it, or it takes a long time to get back to it. And then sometimes I don't remember what the heck it was I was trying to fix. What's up, James? I don't know if I said hi to you before or not. So, anyways, my throat's starting to get sore. I'm going to hang it up. I got to get some medicine. But, yeah, no, I might have a 26 like coming into a yard or something, but for the most part they're 28s. Or I'll take a 28 and I might have to add a 26 like with those sweepsticks. I've done that before just to get something to fit, kind of combine them. But I really bought 26s and 28s. I figured my inner radius would be 26, my outer radius would be 28, except I ended up being able to go with 28s. Yeah, this back to this steam engine though. It's like I said, I bought it used. It ran on DC. It was a DC, straight DC, with the split frame and everything in there. With the little plastic washers or whatever you call them to keep the frame split. So I had it converted pretty much. It was just a matter of how to mount the decoder and the tender and everything. And I bought everything from Jason to connect and unconnect wiring and all that stuff. And I called Uncle. I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just having a hard time figuring all that out. So I contacted Jason, sent it to him. And this is just a Bachmann. I think it's an early Spectrum model. It's in the gray box. I don't know if that would be better or worse, man. Them damn things turn on you, and then you're in real trouble. Damn AI going to take over everything. Hey, Scott. Well, that's cool. You joining the train club? Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Yes. Well, Pico's version of a number six are the SL95 and 96s, which are, I believe, they're equivalent to number sixes. They're, I had to measure them. I think they're like 9.5 inches long. Where the 88 and 89s are like 11.5 or something. They're more like number eights. All right, Steve, take it easy, man. Yeah, you too, Jason. Have a good Friday tomorrow. Happy Easter on Sunday. That's right. It's Easter Sunday. For those of you that celebrate, which I do as well. God bless you and have a great Easter. Yeah, that's it. I never could remember, Jason. That's why I hired you. Hey, Ron. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. One thing, Thomas. Good morning. Maybe I'll see you guys later on Jim Tedesco's show, Short Line Thursday. And we'll see. See you guys then. Chris, Tennessee River, I'm going to grab some breakfast real quick and then shoot you a text if you're available. I'll head back down here and you're going to be up and awake and all that. And maybe we can do some weathering. So I don't know how you want to do that, but figure it out. So until next week, guys. Oh, I'll be on Track Tuesday next week. It's the fourth Tuesday. You got me twice this month because I took Wilmer's spot on the first week. So I will not be doing a Thursday morning show next week on the, what is that? It'll actually be the 1st of May. So I will not be doing a show on the 24th of April. I'm a week ahead of myself. So I won't be on the 24th for the morning show. But you will see me on the 22nd, which is next Tuesday. So 7 p.m. for On Track Tuesday. I'll see you there. All right. Thanks for all the help today and all the laps. It wasn't too far behind, although I did skip a lot ahead. I'm sorry if I missed any of your comments and all that. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Have a great weekend and a happy Easter. Switch that.